Right. Some major things are happened um, with NewJeans versus Ador stories, so I was like, maybe this is the time that I should like come back. So yeah, unpopular K-pop opinions because we're in Clownsville. Let's hear what Rosieri thinks about this situation. Let's
Know the
go.
deal. Grab your snacks, sit back, and get ready, because I have more opinions to spill.
Let's
So,
go.
let's not waste time. Let's dive right into the madness, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you hype up a bunch of spoiled brats and convince them they're untouchable. Turns out, crocodile tears don't hold up in court. Who would have thought NewJeans' lawsuit against Ador was honestly a masterclass in self-sabotage? Like, did they really think they were gonna win? They waltzed into this legal battle like it was some underdog movie, except they forgot one tiny detail. Hybe is an SM in 2009, and Ador had them in a chokehold before they even filed the paperwork. You can't just show up with vague complaints and expect the legal system to pat you on the back. Shocking, right? Contracts don't care about your feelings. You can cry, pout, or throw tantrums all you want, but if you signed on the dotted line, that paper owns you. And let's talk about how fast they lost public support. Because, let's be real, fans don't actually care about corporate drama. They just want music. But instead of staying quiet and playing the long game, NewJeans turned this into a chaotic soap opera where
Yeah, honestly, obviously this is a drama like from the beginning, but at the same time, yeah, a lot of fans don't even know that what exactly is happening with NewJeans, and I've seen a lot of like reaction channels who are solely doing music reactions, and they like, I mean, whenever NewJeans is coming up, especially one of those reactors, um, they're reacting like super biased, which is understandable because the music is good if you don't think about everything that is happening behind the scenes. But I mean, I am one of those reactors who like to be enlightened, meaning I like to know things, what is happening behind the scenes. If that is like, you can confirm that this is truly what is happening, and these are true facts. It happened during court hearing, and the judge made their decision. And NewJeans has to be NewJeans, not NGZ and anything else bullshit. And yeah, they are under Ador, and um, I mean, I can guess that Ador, as of right now, is like truly over the shenanigans that NewJeans played during this period of time. And they said like, yeah, we're putting on hiatus whether you like it or not, and you can't do anything about it. It's legally, you have to be legally abide by our choice. So rape.
even their own supporters were left scratching their heads. The result? Ador didn't just win. They never even had to break a sweat. So now what? NewJeans can either appeal, because that went so well the first time, or finally accept that they're still legally bound to the very company they tried to run from.
I mean, they don't have any like, not that they had any like based evidence, but as of right now they don't have any of that like bullshit excuses neither. So yeah, I would predict that they will accept the terms and they will pout and like be really angry like a little kid, and we will see what what is going to be happening after the end of the hiatus, because I will be super intrigued how Ador slash Hype will handle this conflict in the future. And I'm saying conflict because this is a conflict of interest and a conflict of legal documents, and yeah, everything that is happened last week is valid. So like, I don't know what kind of games they will play in the future, but nothing is going to be work. So yeah, it's going to be really quiet around Ador, I think, in terms of like NewJeans doing something, because of course they are on hiatus as of right now. So no.
And for what? They threw away their skyrocketing careers for a toxic former CEO with a messiah complex. Their parents failed them. Their fans failed them. And now, they're nothing but an industry-wide joke, with the general public officially tired of their nonsense.
True.
And while we're here...
And the biggest thing is like that they are truly thrown away their careers. And that is the saddest part for me, as of right now, subjectively, that they had such a skyrocketing career out of nowhere. And yeah, they have good music and they had a really good concept, but at the same time, this is just the music side and the side that the fans are paying attention to, unfortunately, because this is a really one-sided conversation. Even if I have a conversation in the comments with someone who is like really into NewJeans' music, but they doesn't consider them bunnies, not necessarily, and they are not blinded by the fact that that NewJeans lied and made bunch of excuses of terminate their contract, which was 100% valid, and the company, as of right now, we didn't know anything foul play from the company, and they thought that they are the bosses and they will have a bigger voice than the company, and unfortunately, not surprisingly, that was not the case. So yeah.
Let's take a moment to clown some of the loudest, most embarrassingly wrong voices on the internet. Kookily Internet's Nathan, who suddenly decided his name is Nason because rebranding totally erases bad takes, and Tally Taki. Y'all look like absolute fools right now. This is what happens when you spread misinformation without doing proper research.
And the saddest thing is, back in the days, I'm saying it as it was like 30 years ago, but I was a avid watcher of Cookielit and the internet's Nathan. And like when this controversy blown up on the internet with NewJeans, I really saw who is taking whose side, and I unsubscribed from Cookielit and the internet's Nathan, and I don't pay attention to their voices because they don't really see the things like as a journalist supposed to see it really objectively, and they are taking sides continuously, and seemingly the wrong side, obviously. So, and I really hate seeing reactors that I follow reacting to those types of videos and being blindsided by the fact that they are watching someone who is not completely unbiased on the case, and they are watching the video in the good graces of, oh, I am getting a like objective thing and a news report on thing that I am really interested, and they are not getting that. So yeah.
Imagine being so deep in your feelings that you ignore facts and double down on nonsense. Couldn't be me. For Tally Taki, it's not surprising because she's just as vile as Bunnies and NewJeans superfan. Yuck! But the hypocrisy doesn't stop there. We had YouTubers and stans who were screaming at anyone who dared criticize NewJeans, calling people disgusting for using mean words, suddenly flipping the script and pretending they always knew NewJeans was in the wrong. Oh, now y'all see the problem? Where was this energy when Le Seraphim and Illit were getting dragged to hell because of NewJeans fans?
I mean, they are trying to save themselves. It's pretty obvious. But yeah, the traces of the bunnies is not something that you can like easily erase, especially on the internet. It's pretty obvious if you're looking back on certain channels who was the one who changed their minds, even if it's smaller creators. Even as myself, as a small creator, I think I can see more easily who is the who is sus in this game. And yeah, and pretty much this is like, it's pretty reminiscent to like some of the like political issues, and I am saying that in terms of like taking sides and then changing your mind, but you are pretending that you were always on that side, and it's just like, it's just icky, to be honest. And I talked about this a lot on my older videos on the High Blower on Max. Check it out, my playlist, if you're interested. I break down a lot of like Rosieri videos and other stuff. Solai TV's videos is really good. I really like his reports on different topics as well. And you can see that he is a professional journalist, even that he has his own flair and his own style. He reports the things that it happened, and I really respect this type of like news reporting on the internet especially. So yeah.
You made sure to stay quiet during the chaos, and now you want to act like you're morally superior. But sure, let's pretend like name-calling was the real crime here. Y'all were so desperate to paint anyone who called out NewJeans as villains. But plot twist, you should have taken a long, hard look in the mirror, because you're actually worse. Congrats on the cell phone. At this point, the double standards are so thick you could cut them with a knife. At the very least, we can take accountability, but the same can't be said about you. Moral of the story? Maybe don't stake your entire reputation on an idle lawsuit when you have no idea what you're talking about. And maybe, just maybe, NewJeans should have thought twice before throwing their careers into a shredder for someone who clearly isn't worth it.
Yeah, and the other thing is that bunnies are mostly like kids. I hate to say this to K-pop fans in general, but seeing the backlash and the like overall loudest voices of the bunnies who are constantly said that no, we have to like protect NewJeans and we will support if they are like starting a like agency or starting somewhere else. And those types of people are the ones who are solely listening to music, and they think that the world is black and white, and you don't have other choices, just like this or that. And the world is so much more complex, and you have contracts and agencies who are binded by contracts with their respective artists. And that's when you are like realizing that, oh, that fandom is really young, because they are don't have a like the smallest kind of like spark in their minds, and they don't know what is happening, and they just like blindly following people who they really don't know. And I hate to say this, because I really enjoy K-pop idols, music, and how they themselves in the cameras. And even though it's a lot of media training and a lot of like fakeness, I enjoy analyzing the industry and the people in it. And NewJeans is someone who had the potential to introduce themselves as peoples and idols in the industry, but 2 years is not enough for that. And for me, for right now, they are just empty shells of a people who are like greedy and childish and didn't have the time to grow up, and it's really showing. So I'm sorry, it's just, it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to stop it right here because I was just really interested how Rosieri thinking about this. So yeah, it is what it is, and I said it I said everything that I wanted to say. You can attack me in the comments. You are not going to be right if you are taking their side, because there is no NewJeans side at this point. NewJeans is Ador's. So, and you don't have to learn another band name. It's still NewJeans.